Hi guys, and welcome to the Stephen King Cemetery Club. Hi guys, today we are talking about the short story Cain Rose Up, and it's not one of my favorites, so this will be a very brief video. We have a main character named Kurt Garish, and he is a student at a college, and he has failed one of his exams. He seems very despondent. He is starting to have disgust for just mundane minutia. Like, he is bothered by a lot of stuff that normally wouldn't bother you, but he seems to be very fragile, very emotionally damaged, and he references the Bible, which I am not very versed in. I am an atheist. I've been one my whole life, even though my family is religious. As a kid, I couldn't believe. I just couldn't. So I just never paid attention to religion. So I don't really understand biblical stories the way that a lot of other people do, the way that I think Stephen King does. He does make biblical reference sometimes, and I know the concept of Cain and Abel, but it says Cain basically killed Abel in order to sacrifice him to God because he was pissed off that God didn't accept his gifts of vegetables. That's like the basics, and I don't know if that's correct. I don't know. It's whatever to me. And Kurt is also saying, quote, "You either ate the world or the world ate you, and it was okay either way." Page 201. So he's okay with if he has to get dirty, if he has to stand up for himself, doesn't matter to him, he'll do it. It all shakes out in the end. And so once he has his kind of break with reality, he locks himself up in his dorm room and he starts shooting people on campus. And it's just a true crime story. That's all there is to this. And he kills several people. We don't know what happens to him at the end of the story. It all very much seems inspired by Charles Whitman, who shot people at the University of Texas campus. It was 1966. And that guy was determined to have a brain tumor, I believe, if I remember my stories correctly. So I don't know if Stephen King, at this point, I don't know if it had been discovered that can affect your actions. So, a lot of people don't act normally when they've got a tumor pressing on certain portions of their brain, and that might have been the case with this Whitman, and I don't know if Stephen King knew that story, knew about the brain tumor, kind of gave his character a brain tumor, or if he was just wanting violence. We don't really know the motive. It just seems that he has had some kind of break with reality. He has failed his exams. He is tired of, this whole existence. He wants something different. He feels like the world has turned against him, and he is going to, in turn, fuck with the world. So he's going to make sacrifices. And then it's all related to Cain and Abel. I'm not exactly sure what the intention of the story is. I don't care about the story. So if this is kind of a Charles Whitman type character, I don't know if he has a brain tumor or if it's some kind of religious thing. It could just be like maybe the main character isn't religious, but it mirrors something from the Bible, and so Stephen King tacked on Cain rises up to reflect that. Maybe it has nothing to do with religion for this guy. We really don't know anything about it. It's almost a throwaway story. It's so short. We don't have any sympathy for this guy because we don't know anything about him. We have like a few pages, and it's not even about his character. It's about what he is doing in the span of like 10 minutes. So it's just, you're not invested. You know, you meet a couple other guys who live in the dorm with him, don't give a shit about any of them. You know, it's a hard one to like or to have any opinion on, really. I'm just lukewarm about the whole thing. Have a spooky day.